It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on SABC3. And it's a Thursday morning, and that time of a Thursday morning when we take a look at some of the latest movies releasing this coming weekend. And this time around, Planes, Fire and Rescue, where our very own Darren Simpson here in South Africa got to play a little part in it. Take a look at this.
Comes fire.
I don't hear any drums.
Shh.
All aircraft, we've got a report of a wildfire.
Come on, boys, let's load up!
Lightning storm came through. There she burns, fellas!
Watch your altitude.
Dusty crop hopper, the air is...
Crap hopper!
You're smaller than I thought, but that's okay.
Thanks. It's kind of a whole new adventure here for Dusty.
Hey, Sugar Rims, you just fall out of a B-17? Cause you're the bomb.
Pickup trucks.
Rip off his landing gear.
What? Give him a go. Oh, hop the wheels, genius. Oh.
I'm Dipper. That's what everyone calls me.
Mrs.
Miss.
Miss.
Yeah.
Dipper.
Dipper.
Yep.
Dipper's a little intense. I've been told that I'm intense. And I tried very hard to let Dipper have her own voice without putting on a voice, which I think was just kind of letting out my inner Valley Girl teenager. And so we do definitely share some of our voice.
Windlifter, you're cleared to maneuver. Dipper, set up for a drop and be the head of the fire.
Yeah, I think that the great message about the first film was that you can succeed beyond your own expectations. Don't be afraid to dig a little bit deeper and to push yourself, and you may be pleasantly surprised. And that was a lot of what the race and the Wings Around the Globe rally brought in the first one. And I think that what's so great about the second story is it's really more about now. Not just what can I do for myself or what can I personally achieve, but how can I give back? How can I share with my community, my family?
Hey, ha!
Shut the hangar door.
Awesome!
Planes, Fire and Rescue, the sequel to Disney's Planes movie, and very, very exciting. I'm always very excited when I see new animations coming out. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. It's like one of those. Actually, it's not even like love 'em or hate 'em kind of thing. They
Just love 'em.
consistently do very, very well with audiences all over the world.
Always leave you with a smile on your face. But let's get your viewpoint, because you were like, I don't know about this one.
In that voice, exactly. The deep voice going, I don't know.
How was it?
I always find it funny that with these movies, I have to give like sort of provisos that it's like the same thing with like watching an adult movie. You have to be like,
What?
Hold up, okay, careful. The thing with this, I have to give like a warning that it's a toddler movie kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
I just find it funny that for a kids' movie, I'm going to warn an audience.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, toddlers aren't exactly going to walk into the cinema and give their credit card to swipe to pay it. So parents have got to go watch it too. So let's give them a bit of a...
and it's therapeutic for the parents, I suppose, when there's a sugar-high little loved one running around like crazy. And in fact, in the cinema, I noticed some kids who weren't really too keen to pay attention to it, unfortunately. They barked out like 3 lines, and one little kid started like barking out to Sinister, I'm dying line. That was a bit confusing for me.
Are you kind of saying that this movie kind of fails or ends up?
For at least, for that okay, it's 3 kids I'm surveying here, so that's really not fair. But they didn't seem totally engaged with it. Myself, there's not too much as far as humor for our age group and whatever,
cool.
and that's just fine because
Yeah.
it's strictly, for kids. But on the same day, I went and watched Despicable Me 2.
But you see, that's where you went wrong. You're not supposed to be. That's ODing. That's ODing on kids' movies.
Yeah.
From a feel-good point of view, right? Were there any feel-good points that you're like, oh, that's cute? Because I mean, with these kinds of movies, that's what you're expecting.
Yeah, well, like, it's nice and it's uplifting and whatever. And also that, the main character, Dusty, who's supposed to be like the star racing plane from the first one, has to figure out how to pick his life up because he suddenly faces engine trouble and whatever, goes to this other airbase where they do fire and rescue. Yeah. So he goes from being a superstar to being doing this totally humble, productive job of fire and rescue. And I think that's maybe a good lesson for kids, like, a bounce back doesn't have to, come about from doing something more glamorous.
You see, life lessons we learn from animations. Very exciting news, the fact that Darren Simpson plays a character, has a voice character in this movie.
Drip is the character's name, and I think he has a right to be very proud of himself. It's a fun thing, I'm pretty sure. You said that you'd be interested in doing something.
I would absolutely love to do a voice in an animation.
Because you get to go crazy in the booth. No one gets to see you do that. That's got to be so much fun. So, good for him. You know,
Yeah?
like we can be proud of him. I'm pretty sure. Like,
Is he good at it when you listen to his? There he is. That's his plane. That's
yeah,
his, that's
like
a drip.
nothing's too sort of like no character stands out as jarring or annoying in the whole movie or whatever.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well done.
No, you know, there's like, okay, look, we're talking, I said jarring, and I've got to refer to Jar Jar Binks, okay? A character that people would rather forget. Like, you know.
I liked him, man. He was really cool.
Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah,
the
like
flappy
especially-
ears.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
The Irie alien, okay.
Anyway, wow. Okay, so I'm hoping we'll get a score higher than -5. Out of 10, what are you giving this movie, Planes, Fire and Rescue?
It's, you know, even for kids, they could make it more exciting. I'm afraid I have to give it a 5 out of 10.
Sure. Wow, that's a bit of a harsh one, but thank you very much. We'll take it. Maybe check it out, have some popcorn with it, and maybe let us know on Monday what you
Therapeutic
think
for the
about it.
sugar high kid, who knows? You know, take them to take the edge off it and
You
then
were a
get
sugar
yourself
high
some
kid at
rest.
some point in your life.
I probably had too many Cokes on that day, so I expected way too much.
Don't take it too seriously. There we go. Planes, Fire and Rescue. Check it out. But we kind of take a look back at 2012 when our friends at Builders launched the Build a Classroom project, which raised money to build 15 new classrooms all across the country. And St. Albans in Port Elizabeth was one of the schools that were chosen to be a beneficiary in this project. Check it out.